Another day, another dollar. See construction going on. The haters out here. The love is still out here. The love is stronger, man. Feel me? It feels heavy when the hate comes around. But love make everything so right. You feel me? It takes too much work to, you feel me, to be a hater. That's when you know it's real, cause it requires a lot, man. It's like you moving a brick of mountains. You see me? The reason why it's so hard for some people to hate us is against your nature. Some comes easily. They're supposed to do that. You feel me? They're supposed to be haters. That's why it comes so easily to them. And to show love, it's hard for them. So they you know what I mean? They struggle with that. A nigga like me, it's hard for me to hate on the next nigga. Feel me? I gotta respect it. I have enough respect for me not to allow myself in that kind of behavior. Anyway, I just got off the bus, you know, walking. Try to give my money to people they don't want it. Feel me? I'm like, yeah, let me go get me some coffee. These niggas taking their sweet time. They're like, Sweet James. You know how that shit go, man. But I'm like, all right, man, I ain't gonna wait out here. Feel me? I made a corner. This nigga he went straight to the McDonald's. Like, yo, this nigga coming. He's coming. Some Spanish nigga. I'm like, yo, this nigga, man, what's wrong with you, Poppy? Huh? They looked at me and want to say hi to me. I'm like, no, man. Get out of here. Feel me? So don't say hi to me, my nigga. What's wrong with you, bro? It's too early in the morning for this kind of hate. Nigga knew what corner I was going to turn and everything. Feel me? And that was just one individual. Feel me? So I don't want everybody that is a Poppy being mad at me because I said the word Poppy. Calm your motherfucking nerves. Feel me? Y'all niggas be doing too much. Anyway. On my way to work right now, you know, it's another day, another dollar. Don't be mad. See? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I be talking about, B. You feel me? Anyway, yesterday was cool. You know what I mean? Got home. I didn't even... What did I eat? I don't even know what I ate yesterday. Look at this nigga, right? Niggas be mad, yo. I'm a legend, man. Fuck is you niggas talking about? A legend I've become. As you can see, he acknowledging me. CNN said I'll be dead by 21, huh? Anyway, look, man. These niggas is mad, man. They are mad. What can I say? But it's a good morning. Today is May 12th, 2021. Of course, we go on top of the head, freestyle type shit. We don't really have a topic. Yesterday I did a video. I put a video out on why do people hate. You feel me? When I was on my way home, and you know, when you put out the truth like that, they get convicted by what you're saying because it's so true. I can't tell a lie. So they try to change. I said, what did I say? I said, take a look at the people that hate on me, and you can see that half of them is junkies and trash. It's a trash behavior and it's a junkie behavior. And it looks, the hate that they have on the inside of them projects on the outside. It's a fact. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have a junkie look, or you can have a good job and everything else like that, but you do not cherish the position that you're in. So of course, you're going to disrespect yourself and the position that you're in for somebody that you think you hate. You feel me? So I called it out. Then all of a sudden, these niggas, all of a sudden, these niggas want to change their appearance and start acting and start putting on new clothes. You can't put on new clothes and try to drive a new car and try to act like you better than me because you think you got a clean clothing on. No, it's a behavior. Put on some new behavior. Why don't you cleanse your behavior? You feel me? You can't put on your new behavior. You still the same dirtbag. That's what one thing they didn't understand when I was talking to them. Like, yo, you are still the same person that I was talking about. You feel me? Ain't shit changed, nigga. You still that person. Like, they took it very personal because I called them a junkie and a fucking dirtbag and trash. So all of a sudden, these niggas want to prove to me, and I'm like, bro, like, that's not even you. Like, you went, somebody must have gave these niggas, it was one individual, I didn't even know him, but I can tell he was answering back to me. He was just trying to floss his new sweater and everything. Like, you don't even have a, like you a grown ass nigga, look like he two times my age. You're a grown ass man, you still don't have no belt, you sagging your pants and everything. It seems like he rushed out the house with the clothing and everything else, and I'm like, yo, like, y'all niggas gotta get your shit together, man. All we trying to do is just live our life. We trying to do things the right way. You mad because I called you out on a behavior that's flawed. Instead of you fixing your behavior, you throwing on new clothes and make it seem like, oh, he called me trash. I'm gonna prove to him that I got a new car and I got, no, I'm like, that's probably, like, come on, man. Like, come on, B. Feel me? It's something that you gotta embed. It has to be embedded in you. Feel me? It has to be you. It has to be authentic. It can't be something, you see, this is what, we gonna get right into the topic. Nigga bad. Man, we gonna get right into the topic, you feel me? These niggas make they premeditate everything. They're not authentic, you feel me? To a nigga like me, authentically, I wake up, I throw my clothes on, I am myself, and I come outside as I am. Everything is premeditated. They jokes, they laugh, a certain face reaction, premeditated rage, you feel me? Everything is premeditated. They're so obsessed in how the public sees them that they premeditated everything. You feel me? That's why I said you shouldn't be, hold on. That's why I always say, man, when you got a narcissist on your tail, you gotta make sure that you do not become too, obvious. You feel me? You gotta change a little bit. You feel me? Upgrade yourself a little bit, so, because they already have a premeditation of how everything is supposed to look, because they live in a fantasy world in their mind. So once you change your appearance or you change something about you, it confused them. They're like, what the fuck? Like, they're like, damn, this is not how I picture it. This is not what was supposed to happen. What's going on right here? You feel me? Because everything is premeditated. They have a premeditated smile. They are basically they already premeditated events. You have to understand. That's why they wake up every morning and the way they come at you, even me, myself, let me just talk for the way they come at me, they've premeditated a plan already. So they know what to do and what not. If I switch it up today, if I was to be like, nah, if I said today I don't feel like taking a bus and I took a cab, I'll fuck up the whole premeditated plan. You understand what I'm saying? Then they'll be left in confusion. They'll be like, damn, now they gotta make an excuse for the way they feel now, because now they feel down. Because they don't feel like they're in control anymore. Remember, it's entitlement and in control. They love to be in control. So if you do something that's out of the ordinary, and I decided to take a cab or anything else, they have to make an excuse for that premeditated plan that they're putting forward. You feel me? So they're going to be like, oh, he's scared. He was scared. Like, how can I be scared of something I didn't even know that was going to happen? I just decided today, like, you know, I want to take a cab, and I took a cab. So how you feel me? They'll be making excuses just to comfort the little baby in themselves because they hurt. They're emotionally weak. They can't accept things for what they are. So they always trying to force a situation to comfort their reality. You feel me? So these are things I gotta deal with on a regular basis. It's like, this shit is crazy, man. I'm dealing with psychopaths and sociopaths and narcissists. It's crazy, my nigga. I'm telling you. But once I found out who they are and what I was dealing with, I realized that I'm dealing with mentally ill patients. So it's like, it's upon me to act very reasonable. So I try not to even feed into the back and forth with them, because then that makes me look retarded myself. So I'm like, I just be quiet sometimes. I just be very diligent on how I move. You feel me? At first I thought it was hate. Now I know that it's a mental disorder. It's mental illness. You feel me? And we in mental illness month. So I'm like, I gotta watch how I move and communicate with these people. You feel me? It's very, very important. The more that I learn, I understand that, yes, once I learned what the symptom was and I realized that it was a mental disorder, I'm like, damn, I gotta watch how I move with these people. Now I started watching topics on how do you behave yourself around narcissists. It's basically telling me the same thing that I felt inside. Like, look, do not go back and forth with them. Never negotiate with a person who's trying to hurt you. Never negotiate with them. Don't give them the upper hand, the upper nonchalant over you. You feel me? Don't ever negotiate with these kind of people, because they always want to be entitled. So if you ain't negotiate with them, you are negotiating with them on which ways to hurt you and everything else. Never communicate with them one-on-one. Don't ever communicate with them just by yourself. You don't do that, because they can use the words that you say against you. You feel me? Because they pathological lies. They never told the truth in their life. You feel me? Never told the truth in their life. Pathological lies. You feel me? So you never ever have a conversation with them one-on-one, because all they're gonna do is just twist the story. That's why every conversation that I have with myself, and they're always listening. So they try to frame the conversation and be like, he said this and he said that. So I always talk about what I've said out loud or by myself on tape. So just in case somebody want to hear it, they can hear it themselves, or a different group of people can hear it, because they always lying. I told you in New York City, they was lying. They was taking my ideas and they was telling people this is what I said. I didn't even say that. So that's one of the reasons why I even started documenting myself, because I realized that I'm having secret conversation with people and it's getting out there and they're saying he said this and he said that. And I'm like, I didn't say that shit. What the fuck? So rule number one, don't ever be alone with them where you having a conversation one-on-one, unless that person is, even if it's your mother or your father or your girlfriend or husband or vice versa, you name it. It could be your kids. You feel me? Even if it's dumb, you still record that shit secretly. Record your conversation secretly. I swear, record it secretly. It's not their fault. They just being controlled. They can't help themselves. Feel me? So you gotta record your conversation secretly just to protect yourself, because it's like they will lie on you. You feel me? Everything that they do is for their own advantage. So if you find yourself having a conversation with such a person or people or individuals, psychotic behaviors, if you find yourself having a conversation with them, remember, they're not just having a conversation like the way you think people have conversation. You think, oh, we are linking, we are connecting, oh, we could be networking. Oh, I'm just having an innocent conversation. No, there's nothing innocent when a narcissist is speaking to you. Remember, to him, everything is a privilege. It's a privilege for you to be in his presence. So if he's having a conversation with you, he's benefiting from the conversation. The only reason why he's having a conversation with you is to extract some form of information so he can go back and tell people into the shaping of who he wants you, into the shaping of how he wants people to see you in public. You feel me? So don't ever, ever have an innocent, what you think is innocent conversation. You feel me? They will even ask you about somebody and be like, well, how do you feel about da-da-da? Well, I don't really think of him like that. They will go back and say, she said he don't. They could go back and tell the other person, they said they don't know you, man. He said he don't know you. I don't know, like, they'll twist up your words just because you say, I don't even think about that person like that, or I don't see him in that kind of light. I don't have nothing bad to say about that person. They will twist your words and be like, he said he don't even know you. Like, he said sometimes you be talking to him and he don't even see you like that. You feel me? They'll take some of your words and mix it up and twist it around and make it seem like you the dirtbag. These people are sick, you feel me? You cannot allow yourself to be in a position where you just having a one-on-one conversation with them. And if they approach you and want to talk to you, be like, wait, hold up. Always try to get somebody else involved, or your best friend, get a recording. Because they always have people working for them too. They always convince other people. Remember, they always have flying monkeys or supplies. You feel me? People who will feed into who basically in my situation, I'm dealing with people on the bus. I'm dealing with people walking to the bus. There's always somebody on the side of the road who is working with them to make sure that my life is miserable in some form of shape. You feel me? So they always have people working for them. Enablers. That's what I used to call them. People who enable their actions and everything else and don't hold them accountable. Narcissists do not want nobody holding them accountable. You feel me? Like right now I'm walking. The truck driver on the other side of this fence right here making all kind of noise. Like that, trying to disregard what I'm saying. If it's nonsense, then let it be. Like, you feel me? Like, let me embarrass myself then. But the fact that I'm telling the truth, they will do everything in their power to dismiss what you're saying. Like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. He's crazy. Like, he's crazy. Look, he's coco. You feel me? So they'll do things to really drive you crazy. Like in my case, they'll try to attack your food. They'll try to poison you and everything else like that to make you look like you crazy. Let it pass. Because they'll do everything in their power to make sure that you are crazy. Like, they'll do that just to be like, look, I told you he was crazy, but they've been trying so long to make me look like I'm crazy. So they'll do anything. If it's mixing your shit up with something, they will do it just to make it seem like like I told you, he crazy. That's their favorite word about me. He's crazy. He crazy. Like that. They always try to like. So even when they do and that shit don't work, then they try to seduce you with the craziness. He crazy. They try to possess you to become crazy. You feel me? Some voodoo, whether it's voodoo, witchcraft. Don't ever think they wouldn't go that far. These niggas would do witchcraft, voodoo, and everything else to drive you crazy. They want to make you crazy. They want you to play that position, because it's like in my case, I've been disobedient according to them. Feel me? I'm not playing my role. So guess what? Now they got a new role for me. It's called craziness. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be a homosexual, tranny, crazy nigga, and we want to sell you and this, that, and third. They want to just diminish me to the point of no return. You feel me? Just all cause I have my own voice. You see the voice. All cause I have my own voice and I stood up for myself. You feel me? They don't like that shit. No. Feel me? They don't like that. I made mistakes in the past of confronting them, because remember, their ego is very fragile. So the fact that one thing you don't do is confront them right away. You have to play the game of seducing them and gaslighting them. You gotta turn the game that they play against you. You gotta like cheer them on. Like, that was hot, man. That was cool, man. Like you literally have to. I don't want to become them. You feel me? I don't want to have to play the game. I'm authentic. You feel me? I'm willing to deal with the consequences because I want to be me. I don't want to lose myself, because you have a psychopath individuals. Feel me? Keyword. Psychopathic individuals. You feel me? And I have to gaslight these people just to play nice with them. No, man. I'm not going to. No, you got to fix. You got to get that shit fixed. You feel me? I'm not going to enable you. I'm not going to be one of your flying monkeys. Flying monkeys are just people who just don't want to play, who don't want to be victims next. So they decide to help out the cause. They be like, you know what? I'm going to just join these niggas, because they going to attack me anyway, because they're very fragile. Their ego is fragile. So they try to attack you. It doesn't matter. They'll spy on you. They try to follow you home. They steady you and make sure, and they try to see what time you leave your house and everything else like that. And they try to go into your house and try to see what you like, touching your stuff. They might take a piece of your comb and take your hair and everything else and try to do voodoo and everything else with that shit and try to be attached to you. They want to be entitled. They always feel like they do all these things just to be closer to you. They want you to become one with them. They want you to disappear into them. You feel me? They want you to lose your identity completely, to the point where you become one of their flying monkeys, and they call you and you pick up on a dime and you go. You see these niggas on the bus sometimes. They be like, these niggas they don't even look like they get sleep. Nigga look like they're stressed out on drugs. Even if they don't use drugs, they don't even know that they're on drugs. You feel me? They'll force drugs upon you. They'll force alcohol upon you. You feel me? These are if you don't do these things, you wouldn't know you're underneath these things. You feel me? Like me, I don't drink alcohol. I haven't done it in a long time. So if I was under any form of influence, I wouldn't even know. I'd be like, I didn't even know I wouldn't know. But these niggas, they drink every day. They use drugs every day. So it's like it's normalized to them. So it's like if you don't do these things, they're looking at you like you the strange one. And I'm like, yeah, you just gotta accept people for who they are. You can't force yourself onto somebody because they don't want you. You feel me? That's the entitlement again. That's like, I look too good. How the fuck you don't like me? You feel me? Stuff like that. These niggas is sick in the head. They don't even go to the point of pedophile and everything else like that. They try to attack your kids and everything else like that. Like, shit is crazy, man. Shit is real crazy. I'm telling y'all, this shit is ridiculously crazy. So make sure that you don't negotiate. Rule number one, on my case, I don't negotiate with terrorists. So I don't compromise my views or who I am for them in any form or shape. Feel me? I'm willing to deal with the consequences of whatever happens. I'm ready for it. You feel me? If it means them hurting me, they've been hurting me for a long time now. So it's like, whatever. What else you got? You feel me? What else? Because I refuse to compromise with a terrorist. I refuse. I'm like, nope. They will use your job, your institution, your parents, your kids. They will use everything against you. You feel me? They try to isolate you to the highest point. They tell people that they tell people to stay away from you and this, that, and the third, but yet they can't stay away from you. You feel me? They're telling people that I'm a narcissist and to use a no contact rule. You feel me? I'm like, all right, cool. If I'm a narcissist, I'll accept it. I'm a narcissist. Okay, cool. Then why are you still around me? You feel me? If there's no contact rule and you tell everybody else that here, like just the stay away, no, they want everybody else to stay away from you so they can have you for themselves. Because in actuality, they really want you. You feel me? My situation, they really want me. You feel me? They want me to be with them, but yet they trying to convince everybody else that I'm nobody. It's like a jealous girlfriend, like one of them hood rat bitches, and they don't have to be a color base. It's just one of them hood rat bitches that's like they just can't accept the fact that you broke up with them, and they just start making up lies about you. But deep down inside, they really love you. And if you turn around and be like, you'll come back, and they'll run to you, and everybody be confused, like, what the fuck? I thought you said this, that, and the third. The only reason why she's doing that because she hurt. You feel me? When people get mad, they act out in rage because it's like they don't know nothing else but to act out in rage. That's a narcissist. A narcissist has an emotion of a 2-year-old, 2 to 5 years old. They don't know. They're infants. There's an infant. You feel me? They don't know how to compute their feelings and everything else like that. They just don't know how to. They haven't developed to the point. They're still in the animalistic stage of communication. They don't know how to communicate their emotions in words. Some of them are articulate and everything else like that, but when it comes to their emotions, it becomes so overwhelming that they don't know how to articulate it, so they act out in rage. Feel me? But back to the fact that they be like, yo, stay away from him. Don't do this, don't do that. He's this and he's that. He treat these person this and this, that. All these things that they tell other people, but yet they cannot stay away from me. They just can't. It's impossible. Let that car pass. It's a car coming. It's a car coming. It's a car coming. It's impossible for them to stay away from me. You feel me? They just can't help. It's like, in my situation, they try to use me as a ticket to recognition. You feel me? Mind you, they're really weak. You feel me? Just fragile. So to bully me in any form or shape, they're using this rage and this act as a way for people to see, like, look at what I did to him. I could do that to you, type of shit like that. That's what they're using a moment for. You feel me? Or they're using it just to like, they're really fragile, like they're really weak, like they're really pathetically weak inside. As you can see, anybody that treats somebody else like that, if you can see it for yourself, then maybe you're too insecure about who you are to see that act. Like, I really live that lifestyle of these things, so I know what I'm talking about. Where we've already lived that life when we was young, so I know what is going on right now. So basically, they will use the position of bullying somebody else to inflate or to enhance that, look at me, I am strong, don't fuck with me. But really, they only put on an act to basically, it's more like an act to back everybody else down. Like, look, I don't want people to see how fragile I am. I don't want people to see how weak I am. So they act out. It's like a little dog versus the big dog theory, where the little dog is barking, going all crazy, chasing his own tail. And it's like, God damn, this little nigga gangster. But truth of the matter, that nigga scared high as ass. And that's what they do. Anybody out that act out in rage like that and is always constantly on his job in some form or matter of trying to create destruction in any form or shape is really scared. You feel me? They really, really scared. That's why the devil always work twice as hard just to prove himself. And God, look at nature. Nature is very calm. This is the personhood of God. God created all these things. So we see God's personhood in nature. You see, nature just look like it's calm. Even when there's a tornado and everything else, it seems effortless. Everything just seems like it's supposed to be. You feel me? The mountains and everything else. It like, how can something so big look so calm? But yet, it's like everything else is moving at the same time. If you look at these plants right here, they look so calm. But when you go down to the nucleus of it, everything is rapidly moving fast, but yet so calm. The devil can't move that fast. He can't keep up with God. So he has to create confusion and destructions and delusions on people to make it seem as if he is God himself. He's only trying to be something that he's not. So he's working twice as hard, where for a person like me, I'm not saying I'm God, but for a person like me, I'm a son of God, of course. But for a person like me, I am myself. When you yourself, you are 100% you. You don't have to put on, I don't have to do much, nigga. I'm just me. I am who I am. You feel me? I don't have to put on the act. I don't have to put on the show. I don't have to put on the theater and everything else like that. I'm just me. A narcissist is trying to be something else. He does not know who he is yet, or he hasn't accepted who he is, or he feels inferior. And he's like, damn, yo. Everything that the narcissist does to somebody else is what they really feel on the inside. They projecting who they are to you. Every time when you do something, the way you treat others is a projection of who you are as an individual. So a narcissist is projecting themselves onto the individual, and they're taking and mimicking the good traits of what people accept about that individual. So they will take something like my calmness, the way I treat people, my respect for women and everything else like that. These are things that I just do that I don't mean label it. I just do it because that's just me, nigga. I don't even see me doing it. It's just something that is part of me. It's just something that's who I am. You feel me? I don't take no bullshit, this, that, and the third. A narcissist will take these good attributes and project itself onto me. You feel me? So when you have somebody like me speaking the truth and everything else about them and exposing them, they try to hurt you. They be like, fuck, I gotta kill this nigga. Feel me? He's going to expose us. That's what they used to say. It's like, he's only one man. He can never expose us. That's what the guy said. And I was like, what the hell are they talking about? At first, I didn't understand. Now I understand, just knowing they even know who they are as a people. You feel me? It's like, he's only one man. He can never expose us and shit like that. That's what they said, man. True story. True story. In the Bronx. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He's going to expose us. Nigga, he's only one man. Like, how the fuck you... That's the same thing they said about Jesus, too. Nah, he can't stop us. It's only one man. But the thing you gotta do is just keep telling your truth, man. Document your every movement. Make sure that you know what I mean? Make sure that you tell your own story. Because the narcissist is always trying to tell your story for you. They're trying to change you into something that you're not. You feel me? I'm about to get off this shit real quick because the phone is going to cut off on its own. The recording cuts off on its own. You feel me? This is what they do, man. You can't allow them. You can't allow such how that look like. You feel me? You can't. They'll try every and anything. They'll train their kids to hate you. They'll raise the next few generations to hate you. There's things that you're supposed to do in front of kids. You feel me? That you're not supposed to do. The things that you do as an adult that you're not supposed to do in front of kids. But narcissists have no limits to the things that they do. You know what I mean? They have no and what is it, concern? You feel me? There's a lot of things lacking. The building structure is it's a lot of missing blocks. You feel me? Very fragile. They don't even know how to hold on to their own damn self. So they gotta suck your energy just to keep them afloat. Feel me? Because everything else wants to be alive. Even the dead want to be alive. Feel me? That's one thing for fact. Everything wants to be alive. So once you start exposing them and everything else like that, like the way I've been doing, they try to keep the pressure on you. They want to kill you and shit like that. They send more people after you. You feel me? Hoping that you fold and be quiet. But I won't fold. I won't fold. I won't fold. I won't fold. Feel me? But that's my recording. Feel me? I have a few more minutes. What's up? Holla at you, boy. Feel me? It is what it is, man. Then when you stand up to them and everything else, they try to threaten you with law enforcement and everything else like that. That's a sign of weakness. Because they do all these things and I haven't even called law enforcement yet or do any of those things yet. But yeah, they want to threaten you with feds and they try to snitch on you and try to tell people about you. So hopefully you get arrested. Because it's like, it's crazy, man. Feel me? But this is what they do, man. Feel me? My next video, I'm going to be talking about enlightenment. Feel me? How do you overcome these things? How do you become a better person? Look at this faggot. Fat fuck. Fight me, you bitch ass nigga. Can't beat me. They be tight. They be so tight. Anyway, it just look sunny. Feel me? You gotta keep fighting, man. You can't give in, you can't fold. You gotta keep fighting. Like, take it all the way. Feel me? You do have the right to defend yourself. Don't be like me. Once you see it happening, you nip it right away. If either you gotta take extreme violence to shut it down so they never fuck with you again, or if you like me, of course you're gonna be blessed in the end. But I'm just saying, it's always good to, put your foot down right away when it first start happening. Feel me? But holla.